Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It has been such a long time, it feels like, for me since I spoke to you guys. I haven't actually been out on the fields for about 4 weeks now, just because of the weather. At the moment, we've just had an absolute downpour of rain, so the ground's softened up, but it was just impossible to dig before, especially because most of my permission is pasture. It was really difficult to dig, and it was just, yeah, ended up knackering yourself out after about 30 minutes, which is no good for anyone. And then second of all, I've moved house, so I've been doing that, so a couple of personal things, I suppose. But really excited to be out today. I'm on the medieval market town field. Probably see some cows over the background there. They have been on this, and they've definitely worn down a lot of the stubble. So hopefully we will be able to get in and out, like in between the little bits. And yeah, I'm really excited to get out today. This is going to be a two-parter. It's about 6:30 at the moment, and I've probably only got about an hour out. So if there is a change of attire halfway through this video, that is because I've started filming it on another day. So it may be that this is in two parts. But anyway, let's get on with the detecting. That's what we're here for. I'm really excited to get out, and yeah, I'll see you on the first hole. Be sure to like the video if you do, and I'll see you on that hole. Okay, so the first signal of the day. Bit of a sort of wispy one, jumpy a little bit between the sort of like 40s. I have started digging the plug, but I completely forgot to press record. It's been that long since I've actually like got a camera out, and I suppose like started speaking to people whilst detecting. I was just yeah, not prepared, so that's why the plug was partially dug, just for transparency. But yeah, it's nice to see that we've had a bit of rain. I mean, I don't love it. I'm a summery person, I suppose, as opposed to winter. Much prefer those sort of seasons, but in terms of metal detecting, I think it's probably well, swayed the other way a little bit almost now for me. All right, we're still in the hole somewhere, about 3 bars deep now, so I've obviously moved it. But yes, just so good to be back out again. Okay, we're just in that slight side bit there. Let's see if we can get the trout behind it and prise that out of there. Is it this bit here? Nope. Oh, you can just see, hopefully you can as well, just down there in the hole, a little bit of green. I think we might, I don't believe it, we're onto a little medieval buckle. Wow, look at that. Well, I tell you what, I'm glad I filmed that now, because well, you always film the first hole, or I do anyway, but that was a little bit wispy. And look at that, we're onto a nice little medieval buckle, and that's definitely going to have some age to it. Look at that, what a lovely little piece. You can see straight away, as soon as I saw that little edge there out the bottom, you could tell it was going to be old. That's lovely green patina to it. Yeah, I'm not sure whether that's going to be yeah, an old belt buckle or shoe buckle possibly, but really lovely little piece. And do get some lovely buckles up on this field. What a brilliant start, guys, absolutely fantastic. All right, we've just got ourselves this nice little 32, bang on that centre line, and the ground, I'm really pleased to say, is nice and easy to get into, which is absolutely brilliant. As I was saying in that very first sort of introduction, it's just been near impossible to dig, I'd say, you know, this whole summer really. Oh, that sort of disappeared now. Where's that gone? That's a strange old signal, isn't it? But yeah, you know, I've even whacked out the old waterproofs just because of how much rain we've had today. But I'm not complaining at all. It's brilliant for us as hobbyists. Where is that then? Not sure whether the pinpointer's playing up or it is actually down in this little bit here. No, it's not, is it? It's, where is it? We're in a bit of trouble finding this one, aren't we? Oh my god. Well, you've just seen that come out of there. I think we might be onto an old pocket knife. Yeah, I think we are. That's why it probably went a little bit irony just towards that end bit where we got it out, got the actual plug out. But as you can see, there's only sort of half of it remaining. But that there, guys, is a really old pocket knife. I'd say probably, well, maybe 80 to 100 years old, maybe even older. But yep, these were carried around back in the day, and yeah, used for all sorts of things. I think pretty much everyone would have had one of these. Obviously, in today's age, you definitely can't walk around with a knife. But yeah, pretty much everyone, certainly working the fields and things, would have had a little pocket knife like this, doing the old odds and ends. But yeah, another nice little find, and would have been a personal belonging to someone, I'm sure. So somewhere just down in here, I've got a nice little 25. Obviously already dug it out the plug. Feels so nice to be getting back out here detecting again. It's feels like it's been such a long time. I think the last time I just worked out that I came out on this field was way back when I got that Charles I big shilling, hammered shilling come up. And that was with a tiny little M9 coil, which I'm yet to use again since that. Yeah, on this occasion, we've got a little bit of bronze with copper alloy. Well, same thing really, but there's definitely a little bit of detail on that, but what it is, not too sure. It's a part of something, obviously. But yeah, the last time I went out on this field was all the way back then. So yeah, it's nice to be out again, that's for sure. But that is a little bit of something, and something that I'm not going to be able to identify, unfortunately, but definitely got some age to it. Love this greeny colour that comes through. Now this one here is definitely worth a live dig. Look at that. Doesn't get much nicer than that, guys. Bang on the centre line, 45, 46. Not even changing really, just between those two numbers. It is in a bit more of a rockier patch, so sorry for the camera shaking. What I should have mentioned as well, I've got some more exciting news, I suppose, other than the moving house, which I'm sure a lot of you will know is very stressful. That's my first house I've ever sold, so yeah, can always rely on the old solicitors to make it hard work. But yeah, whilst all that was going on, managed to get another permission on one farm, but the farmer has actually got another 4, which he said I may be able to go on as well. So if that's the case, it's going to be absolutely brilliant, especially for content for you guys. Let's see if we can just wriggle something out of there. See something sort of circular. We're onto a little lead bag seal by the looks of it. See if we can get any detail up on this. Sort of starting to lose light now. We're definitely coming into that sort of autumn period where it gets dark by about 7:30. And see the number 8 on there, and then possibly a 0 and a 1. Would have been some other numbers, but I think they've rubbed off, unfortunately. But you can just see on that side there, the old rampant lion. So I'll see if I can get an ID up on that for you guys, and might be able to tell you a little bit about it on screen any second now. But that is a nice little bag seal. I wonder whether that's a Royal Mail one, possibly, just because their sacks are very durable. They are often donated or given to the farmers. So yeah, really good little start. What's that now? A buckle, lovely little lead seal, and a penknife, I think. Not bad for 45 minutes detecting. And I've still probably got another half an hour until it completely gets dark on me. So I'll see you on the next hole. Okay, I appreciate we are starting to lose light, but literally just move this out of the way. I think we're potentially onto either our first coin of the day or our first button. It's looking like it's probably going to be a coin. It's about the size of a 1p, but it's definitely older than a 1p. And a coin of that size is also the same size as a little farthing. So I would imagine that is exactly what that is. It's probably going to be a Queen Victoria farthing. I'd say probably an earlier one given the condition of it, because it is absolutely toasted. See if you can try and make out which way the head is. I think probably a little bit too far gone, unfortunately, guys, but that there is going to be a little farthing for sure, and I would guess it is going to be Queen Victoria, just because of the age clearly given to it. So it's probably going to be early 1800s to mid 1800s. But first coin. Oh, and let's not throw it away. It took me a little while to find that again, guys. But yeah, little farthing, really nice little coin to find. Now I can't not film this one live. It is a similar signal to that gold stater. I imagine this is going to be in fact a musket ball or a piece of lead, but it's such a nice signal, and I think this is probably going to be the last one of this session. However, do stay tuned, because this is not the end of the video. I will be going out in a few days' time and adding to today's bits. Cool, look at that, that's a lovely signal. I'll tell you what, we've had some nice signals this evening. Really, really nice. Right. Right. It's going to be under here somewhere. And look at that. Looks like we're onto a little copper coin. Potentially. Either that or a button. I'll just zoom in for you so you can see. Just there in the middle. Just protruding out. It's a lovely little... Is it a coin? I think it is a coin, isn't it? Potentially going to be a Georgian coin. By its sort of misshape. Being dinked by the plough as well at some point. It's got a little bit of curvature to it there. Yeah, it's another little coin. Just give it a rub on the leg, see if we can get any sort of detail up for you guys. Look at that, absolutely toasted. Even like the sort of top layers starting to come off there on that corner, you can just sort of see. But yeah, another little coin, guys. Was not expecting that. Was honestly thinking that was going to be the musket ball, but yep, 2 coins so far. Okay, hi everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of this video. Hopefully this is going to be a little bit longer than that first half. It's 2 days after I've recorded that, and we had a lovely little medieval buckle just over there. And yeah, I've had a little bit of a break in the weather. I've been like a child at Christmas, looking out the window to see Father Christmas. But in my case, it's been to see whether the rain's going to stop. So yeah, got some blue sky and itching to get out again. So hopefully we can get some good bits. And yeah, I will see you on that first hole again. Okay, we've only been detecting a couple of minutes, and already come across this nice little 1820. Again, not particularly deep on that centre line. Oh, hit a stone. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing to get back out again today. We've had an absolute ton of rain, as I said in that the first half of this video. It's like a bit of a saving grace really, because as you can see, all the soil is nice and wet, and it means it's just easier to dig. But we can hopefully get a bit more depth as well when we're detecting. As I'm sure most of you know, the soil being wet does enhance that conductivity. I reckon we're probably going to be onto a little button here potentially, or it could be a bit of lead. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Remember the gloves as well today, which is another good start. feel so out of the loop at the moment with detecting, because I just haven't been in such a long time. Where is it then? Okay, well, it's in here somewhere. Okay, I think that is it there. Alright, it looks like we've got a tiny little end of a bullet casing by the looks of it. You just make it out there, so obviously broke. I think that's going to be the top of it. Yeah, you just sort of make out the round end there. Is that a crown on it actually? Not too sure. Don't think it is actually. I think it is just the circle end of a little cap or something of an old bullet casing. So yep, that is the first hole, guys. Well, it's not taking me long. I've already taken the jumper off because it's just so muggy. But we've just come across probably the nicest signal so far today, and it's a 41 right on that centre line again, not particularly deep. So hopefully this could be something nice. Just on the sort of corner of the field at the moment, a corner of this field where I've had probably 4 or 5 hammers up on, and I think just behind where you guys are at the moment was an old sawmill. I'm not sure whether I've told you that before, so sorry if I have. But yeah, an old sawmill dating back to like 1800s. So I think that's probably why there has been a fair bit of activity around this particular bit. Please don't say that's rubbish. It is as well. Just turn that off. I think that's going to be like a reflective strip, isn't it, off of something possibly. Maybe part of the tractor actually, a reflective strip off of it. It's got that sort of like a luminous green look to it. So yeah, unfortunately a little bit of junk, guys. That was really promising signal though. We have got ourselves a little mud clod, and hopefully you can just see there, and then protruding through on the other side, a nice little green patinaed ring. It's a really scratchy, horrible signal, but I think we may be on to, I was going to say, a coin. Look at the imprint on that, but actually I think this is going to be really nice old military button. Looks like it's almost got like a 4-leafed clove on it. Just zoom in for you. I'll get the brush out. You just see some of the gold gilding starting to come through there. I'll get it in the sun. It's really sort of glinting at you. Wow, I was expecting that to be a little coin. It's a really iffy off signal, and I was not expecting that to be a button. I honestly thought we were going to maybe be onto another little farthing possibly, or yeah, maybe like a little coin, but we are in fact, as you can see on this side here, the shank's broken off, and that's a really, really gorgeous button. Still can't quite make out what the design is on the front there or what it says. I'll have a little closer look just off camera, and I'll get back to you if I manage to ID it. But lovely little button, really, really nice. You can just see down there in the hole the 2 imprints as well. Brilliant. All right, well, by the power of Google, I've managed to get you guys a little bit of information, and I've managed to read a little bit of the wording, and it says Firmin and Sons, London. According to Google, this company was actually established in Birmingham originally in 1655, and they made a variety of different military buttons and ceremonial badges and wear for the British Army and also other armies around the world. So yeah, this is probably made, I would suggest, in the 18th to 19th century. I still can't quite make out what the image is, but it is a really, really nice button to find. There's a little bit of history behind it as well, and that in fact this company appears to still be operating as well, even to this day. So really, really nice find. I love these sorts of ones where you can actually find a little bit of information out about it, and that's brilliant. Okay, this is the signal after that really nice button. A little bit scratchy, but it might just be because of the stubble, as I do find on this field it seems to make it sort of go into that irony sort of tone, but actually when you've taken the plug off it's actually okay. It's quite a nice sounding signal, so I think that's what I'm tending to find with today's digging. that the stubble is having a little bit of an effect on that, but on the whole, I think I've actually missed it talking about it. On the whole, they do come out quite nice, but as you can see there, now that that stubble's sort of been removed, look at that, I've done a really poor job at that, haven't I? It's right on this left hand side. Oh no, have I scratched it? Oh, please say I haven't scratched that. It's a hammered coin, guys. I think I might have just scratched it on this side. I have with my spade, getting that last bit out there. Oh, should have gone down with a pinpointer, shouldn't I? Well, that will teach me. But we're on to a hammered on a live dig as well again. Seem to just keep getting them at the moment, and that is absolutely brilliant. Let me just try and get this water spray out, and let's give this a bit of a clean. Hopefully I haven't dinged that too much, but I'm pretty sure when I've taken this spadeful out here on the side, just see there, I may have scratched it a little bit. Let's zoom in. Oh, hopefully I haven't. Hopefully I've not done too much damage to it. I think I might be running out of water actually, or the old spray is running out a little bit. Again, it's quite a chunky old hammered by the looks of it. When I say chunky, I mean like, you know, big. Obviously they're really thin little things, aren't they, really? But a big old hammered, pretty battered condition. I don't think I've helped the fact that I probably have scratched that with a spade. You can just tell because it's slightly sort of shinier there. And this one's been in the ground a hell of a long time by the looks of it. Even the face on this side is, yeah, really sort of worn away. But we are on the hammered coins, guys, and that will clean up nice, I'm sure, when I get home. Try and give that a little, I'll tell you what, let's give it a bit of a, I still keep meaning to bring out a little cloth for me, because every time I go back, I'm cleaning all this dirt off my own clothes. Yeah, I'm not sure who that's going to be. Is it going to be an Edward, possibly? Might just be able to make out RD at the top there. But look at that, guys. It hasn't been clipped too much on this side. Obviously, heavily clipped here and down this bottom part. But you can see here, you've got the very outline of the top of the hammered. Yeah, unfortunately, I've definitely dinked that with the spade. It must literally have been by millimetres, because it just popped out of that little bit down there. But we are on the hammers once again, and it is a really nice one. There's a bit of history there as well. So I just wanted to stop, one, because I'm knackered. Sun's come out, it's lovely, I'm not complaining. But two, just to thank you guys for all the support recently. I really do appreciate it. Time of recording this video, I think I'm about 840 subscribers, and it was only about a month and a half ago I was doing the 500 subscriber giveaway. So it's just to say thank you. I do this as just a hobby, but it is nice to see that people are enjoying the videos as well. And yeah, I'm always really grateful for everyone's comments, and I do reply to all of you. And yeah, just to say thank you. So if you are enjoying today's video as well, and you're not subscribed, then please feel free to. It's completely free, and you'll obviously be notified in the future of any of my future uploads that I do. All right, let's crack on again with the detecting and find some nice bits. Well, this one was somewhat of a strange one for the Star Wars fans among you. Almost looks like a little mini lightsaber, but really nice sounding signal, bang on the 20 line. And I'm not sure, but I think this could possibly be silver. But what it's from, I don't know. Equally, it could be some sort of bit of machinery, because there's almost like a hexagon shaped nut there. But it just looks sort of too silver to me. And like it's been, I don't know, part of something. You just sort of see there, it's almost like being wrapped around something. You could quite easily sort of just prise that open there. I'm not going to. And it's hollow. But so it's definitely got that sort of silvery tinge to it. So that'll be one to test when I get home. I actually haven't got anything to test it with. The way I do test things is getting a bit of tin foil, and it sounds weird, but if you spit in the tin foil and then rub the item with it, it should smell, if it's silver, like a really stenchy, rotten egg. And it's a good indicator. It's not the way, but it's definitely a good indicator to see whether it is silver. So I'll do that with this, and if it is silver, I would have put details on the screen. But yeah, a little bit of a weird, strange item. I'm starting to get up some really lovely little finds, and I've just had this piece. As you can see, it's a tiny little piece of pewter pottery. Probably would have been from a glass, maybe, or a cup, not a glass, but you know what I mean. You just see round the edge here as well some really nice little bits of detail, and that's probably one of the biggest pieces of pewter I've found. It'd be really nice to find one of these complete one day. But yeah, just thought I'd share that one with you. Pewter, and yeah, probably some sort of drinking vessel. Probably a good 200, 300 years old, possibly. Oh, I'm just being distracted. There's a massive hare that's literally just run over there. Oh, it's absolutely massive. Tell you what, they've got some legs on them, I'll give them that. Right, back to detecting. Really nice 48 here. Again, bang on that centre line. Really, really nice signal, this one. And hopefully, again, run something good. 40 seems to be the magic number today. Seem to have had a few nice little bits up at that. I think even the first half of this video, maybe the buckle was a 40. So yeah, long may it continue. Hopefully this is something nice as well. That hammered was in the 40s as well, if I remember rightly. We're out in one, which is good. I'm not going towards like the top end of the field now. Probably a half that I've not really done before. I think I can just see it actually. Might be a bit of lead. Yep, it is. I think we had one of these at the first half of this video as well. And it's another little lead bag seal. This one very plain. Likely all the writing and details rubbed off. Although you can see a little bit sort of just coming through. Might be sort of similar to that. That other one, I think you just sort of make out there the left-hand side of the rampant lion. So yeah, another little lead bag seal. Again, always ring up at a really nice sound on the Manticore. Chunky bit of lead, circular, and yeah, picks it out, no problem. Well, I've just pulled out another little artifact, or a partifact, because it is part of an old Crotal bell. And again, I'm still yet to find one of these complete. Often find them either sort of like this size or smaller, broken in little pieces. But yeah, Crotal bell, guys. Would have been oval at one point. Had a little bell inside it, and used on the side of horse and carts back in the day to alert people, especially at night time, that they were coming, and to obviously get off the track, otherwise you're going to get run over. And yeah, really, really nice. Again, these are aged from all the way back, from in the last 100 years to 500, 600 years, maybe even older than that. So they do come in all sorts of varieties. And yeah, that is what that is. One day I'll get one whole. Okay, we're on to another find. Fresh out the hole. I'm not sure whether it's going to be a coin yet or possibly a button. But again, really, really deep and a really, really high tone. I did quite a big hole because it was so sort of scratchy. I couldn't tell quite where it was. Potentially, actually, I'll tell a lie, it's not going to be a button or a coin. It's going to be some sort of brooch by the looks of it. You just make out on that side there. The pin's obviously broken off, but you just see the clasp. I wonder whether we're going to get any detail up on this. Just sort of starting to see some sort of silvery pattern coming through. Just want to go careful not to sort of rub it off. I think that's going to be military, isn't it? Make sure I'm being really gentle with this, because the enamel will just sort of come off really, really easily. Oh, wow, look at that. Tell you what, that would have had some lovely colour into it. You just see the blue coming through. And I'm fairly sure that's going to be some sort of military button. Although, I could be wrong. Sort of trying to make out if I can see any wording, or sometimes there's a crown at the top of it is. I'm not sure whether that is military or not. But it's really, really nice, and it's definitely definitely a badge at some point. Worn on someone's chest, no doubt. Yeah, really, really nice. If I can get an ID for that, guys, I will stick details on screen for you. Okay, I've had a fairly quiet couple of minutes, but again, we're on to that 40, 48 magic number of today. And again, a really nice sound and signal, quite small by the sort of feel of the coil. Like return beeps, nice and close together. Just show you there, look at that, bang on the centre line, really nice little dot. Stupidly forgot to bring my water out with me today, so I'm starting to get a bit thirsty now. Come on, where are you? Oh, just see a little piece there. I think we might be onto a modern, oh no, I was going to say a modern £1 coin then. Just sort of see the edge of it there. But in fact, I think that is part of an old shotgun cap. Unfortunately, have had a few little shotgun caps today, but they're not really worthwhile showing, are they? So again, I won't waste any more time on that. Okay, another live little dig, guys. I think I'm going to eat my words again, but this could be a coin. Definitely got that nice repeatable tone to it. Hopefully it's not going to be some more artillery stuff, because we have had another 2 pieces, I think, since those last 2 that I showed you. So I must be in a little bit of a hot spot for it, but I've moved ever so slightly now, so hopefully, I'm pretty certain this will be a coin. Alright, we're still in the hole somewhere. Come on, please be a coin. Come on. Oh, it's not. It is. Oh, wow. Oh my God, it's a it's another bit of Crotal bell, guys. By the looks of it, I tell you what, I honestly thought it was that way up, wasn't it? I thought, oh, it's going to be a bit of a top of a lid or something, but actually, it is part of a Crotal bell. And the good news is they're definitely getting a little bit more bigger, if that's a word. More bigger. It's not really a word, is it? They're definitely getting bigger. You know, with more of it there, so to speak. I'll tell you what, I'll just see if I can get the other one out of my bag. And I'll get straight back to you, because it's not going to be an easy find by the looks of it. Just give it a shake and see. Nope, I'll get straight back to you guys. Well, what I was going to say is I think that's the same one, but actually the one that we've just found, as you can see, is considerably bigger, and they're definitely not part of the same bell. So yeah, there's obviously plenty of horses passing through here, and yeah, just a shame again it's not quite complete. That's probably the most of a Crotal bell I've ever found. It's nearing on half of it being there, but yeah, good sign, good sign. Okay, again, another really nice sounding signal. A little bit higher than what we've had throughout today. Apart from those, obviously, artillery bits, which were absolutely naff. But this one does sound very promising, although it could be a bit of lead, potentially, because I think it is just dipping below that line. And let's get... All right, we're still in the hole. I think we are bang in the middle, hopefully. Oh, see if we can find this. Okay, well, it's just in the sidewall here. Try and get behind it this time and not scratch anything accidentally. Oh, I think we can just see it there actually. Looks like we're onto a little buckle. And again, the thing with this Manticore, let's just turn that off very quickly. You can tell quite often when it's going to be something nice. And that is likely to have been a little shoe buckle. And again, another really nice little piece. Not much detail on it, but it's the little wins. And again, another little personal item to someone. Well, yet again, we have got ourselves another really nice little button. I say little, it's absolutely massive. Probably the size of a 50p, £2 coin. And it's a really strange sort of colour. Initially thought it might be onto something gold, but it's more of a sort of got like a coppery tone to it. And on this side here, you can sort of see like a wreath there. Again, I'm not sure whether it's going to be military or not, but it's a really, really nice button. And again, rang in at those 40 numbers. So that is the number today that is bringing in the goodies. And we've got ourselves another one here in this lovely, lovely button. Okay, so I think this is going to be the last clip, potentially, of the day, unless I find something else walking back to the house. But just in between all this stubble, come across this 70. And again, could definitely be onto a coin or something nice. It's got that lovely ring to it. That's nice and easy to dig here as well, which is good. Just had that lovely button up, literally about 2 feet away. Yeah, it's about 72 now, which definitely had a couple of silver coins up around that sort of number. So let's try and get that to stay there. But yeah, it's been a really good day, guys. I feel like I've dug loads of stuff today, absolutely loads of it. Okay, I think I just see something just here on this edge. Well, it's not looking like it's going to be... Oh, okay, it's another little buckle. Lovely. All right, brilliant. I think that's our third buckle of this video. We've had that lovely medieval one. And then in the last sort of 10 minutes or so, we've had that other little shoe buckle. And again, I think this is probably going to be either a shoe buckle or belt buckle. But again, those last two have been probably a little bit more modern than the first one we got. But the artifacts just keep coming out today. Okay guys, so these are the best bits of the last 2 sessions, obviously made into one video. Got some really, really nice bits, and that is a more than above average finds table for me on one of my permissions. Absolutely ecstatic with the bits and pieces we've managed to get today. You know, we've got these lovely, really beautiful buttons and a little badge as well, all the way up to these Crotal bells here. And again, a really good sign because, as I said in the video, I'm yet to find a complete Crotal bell. However, they're getting bigger, so surely a full one is on the way. Got that little piece of a penknife. Again, really personal item to somebody at some point. And then a couple of really, really lovely buckles. Obviously the standout one being this one here. And again, a couple of coins. I think one is a farthing, the top one. And the bottom one is probably a Georgian coin. And then obviously that beautiful middle one. You'll know already now what it is, but I'm going to go home and do a little bit of research. And then obviously we've got this intricate little item, which again, I'm yet to test, but I'm really hoping it is silver. Although, now I'm looking at it, I'm starting to think maybe it's like the shaft of an old razor blade. So let me know your thoughts, guys, on what you think that might be, and how you think today's video went. And I'll catch you in that outro. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. That is going to do it. And I'll tell you what, that was a really, really good day detecting. I know obviously this is in 2 parts, but that second half was absolutely brilliant. Just kept getting artifacts. Obviously had that lovely hammered coin come up. And I'm yet to film the roundup, but I'm just going to head home now just because although the sun is shining on my face, there's a big black cloud right above my head. So it's going to absolutely tip it down in just a minute. But yeah, thank you very much for watching as always. Really, really appreciate it. As I said midway through that video, it does mean a lot, genuinely. So yeah, if you have enjoyed today's video, a like is always appreciated. And I will see you on the next one. It's going to be something a little bit different, depending on when I bring it out. But hopefully you enjoy that and stick around for it. Take care, guys, and have a very good week.